Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about the estimation of the difference. We saw about the estimation in addition, right? So today we will be seeing about the estimating of the difference. Children, what is the first step in doing the estimation, children? Quickly recap yourself, recall and let me know. Rounding off, right? Correct. So we need to know rounding off for doing the estimation. So what are the rules for rounding off? Let us do a quick recap. Underline the number in the place value you're going to round it. Then look at the number to the right of the underlined number. If the number to the right is 0 to 4, then the underlined number stays the same. If the number on the right is above 4, that is 5 to 9, then the underlined number needs to go up one more number. So every number to the right side of the underlined number becomes a 0 in that case. So if we take an example of 26, we are going to underline the number 2, right? So the right side of the 2 we have 6, which is greater than 4. So what we need to do? We need to change that 6 to 0 and the underlined number goes up one number. So 2 becomes 3. So 26 becomes 30. Correct? Let us now take a closer look at the number line for the number 26. So if you see, 26 is closer to the number 30 rather than to the number 20. Hence, 26 can be rounded off to 30. Similarly, another number has been given in the image, which is 520. If you draw the number in a number line, 520 is closer to 500 than 600. Hence, 520 can be rounded off to 500. Next, let us take a look at the subtraction. Here we are going to see only 2-digit subtraction and estimation of 2-digit subtraction only. Okay, so I will be showing you only 2-digit subtraction estimation. Let us take the subtraction of 41 minus 29. Now, if you round off 41, you get 40, and when you round off 29, you get 30. How do you get this? Now look at the number line at the top, children. The 29, which is closer, 29 is closer to 30, right? Than 20. Similarly, 41 is closer to 40 than 50. Hence, we are going to round off 41 to 40 and round off 29 to 30. Now let us do subtraction of 40 minus 30. What do we get? We get 10. Right? Now this 10 is called as the estimated difference. Now what is the actual difference? When you subtract 29 from 41, what do we get? We get 12, right? Now 10 is closer to 12. That is how we are going to do the estimation. Clear, children? Let us now take a look at another example. Look at how Anthony estimated the difference by rounding off to the nearest 10. The subtraction that he is going to do is 43 minus 31. So we need to round the numbers 43 and 31. So 43 can be rounded off to 40 and 31 can be rounded off to 30. Okay, if you look at the number line also, you will get to know the answer. Again, 40 minus 30 is 10, which is the estimated difference. Now one more problem has been given in the slide. Estimate the difference by rounding off to the nearest 10. 57 minus 21. So what will you get, children, when you round off 57? You get 60. Am I right, children? Very good. And what will you get when you round off 21? 21 is closer to 20 rather than 30. So we get 60 minus 20, which is equal to 40, which is the estimated difference. When you find out the estimated difference, you always say it like this. 57 minus 21 is about about 40. Underline the word about. So about denotes estimation. Okay, children? Estimation, key vocabulary: about, approximately, estimate, or reasonable answer. So remember, estimation means we have to first round the numbers and then solve the problem, whether it is addition or subtraction. Again, the steps for estimation is the same. We need to create a T-chart to organize our question, round the actual number to make it friendly, solve for the estimate, solve for the actual, then decide if your answer is reasonable or whether it is closer to the actual value. Now, what is this friendly number? A friendly number is a multiple of 10. In order to make a quick estimate of the sum or difference of an equation, you can round each number to the nearest friendly number and then do addition or subtraction. For example, 34 can be rounded off to 30. Now 30 is a multiple of 10. Am I right? Similarly, 88 can be rounded off to 90. Now 90 is a multiple of 10 again. So these are called as friendly numbers. Understood, children? Let us now solve the exercise 4.3. Children, kindly take out your book. Exercise 4.3, estimation of subtraction. Okay? Let us go to the first question. Estimate the difference between these numbers by rounding off to the nearest tens. 78 minus 23. Now 78 we need to round off, okay, to the nearest tens. So what will we get, children? We get 80. Very good. Next we need to round off the number 23. Now what do we get? 23 is closer to 20 or 30? It is closer to 20. So we get 80 minus 20. So what is the difference? The difference is 60. This is called as estimated difference. And what is the actual difference that we get? 79 minus 23. We get 56. Now this is called as actual difference. Now let us compare the estimated difference and actual difference. Estimated difference is 60, actual difference is 56, which is closer to each other. Next, let us do part C, 92 minus 59. First, what we need to do? We need to round off 92 and 59, which is 90 and 60. Correct? Then we need to do the subtraction. 90 minus 60, which is 30. That is the estimated difference. Correct? If you say 90 and 60, they are multiples of 10. Correct? So they are called as friendly numbers. And the answer that you get, which is 30, is also a friendly number. Now let us find the actual difference. 91 minus 59. So when you subtract 59 from 91 after borrowing, what do we get? We get the actual difference as 33. Let us now compare the estimated difference and actual difference, which is 30 and 33. Pretty close, right? Good. Let us now solve the word problems. Remember what I taught you in the last class? What are the steps for the word problems? Cubes. First, we need to circle the number. U stands for underline the question. B stands for box the keywords. E stands for evaluate and draw. And S stands for solve and check. Okay? With the same steps of cubes, we are going to solve the word problem. Ready, children? So, second question of your exercise 4.3. Natasha has to solve 42 sums for her homework. She has solved some sums and now 18 are left. Estimate the number of sums she has solved. Shall we begin the steps, children? First step is to circle the numbers. Correct? So let us circle the numbers. All of you do it. 42 and 18. Correct? Second step would be to underline the question. What is the question? Estimate the number of sums she has solved. Then what is the third step? Box the keywords. Correct, children? Let us do box the keyword. So which is the keyword here? Tell me. Left. She has solved some sums and how much left? 18 is left. So we have boxed the keyword. Then fourth step is to evaluate and draw. Let us evaluate this question and let us draw it. So when we draw the sum, we get like this. So Natasha, so total sums she has to solve is 42. Am I right? So total she has to solve is 42, out of which she has completed some amount and only 18 is left. Now we need to find how much she has solved. Am I right, children? Now let us do the last step, which is the solving part. Okay, the keyword left indicates that we need to subtract. So when we subtract 42 minus 18, the actual difference that we get is 12 minus 8 is 4 and 3 minus 1 is 2. So the answer that we get is 24. So the actual difference is 24. So Natasha has solved how many sums? Out of 42, she has solved 24. And how much is left? 18 is left. So when you add 24 plus 18, you should get 42. If you get 42, then your solution is correct. Okay, children? Now let us find the estimated difference. Shall we? Now 42 can be rounded off to 40 and 18 can be rounded off to how much, children? 18 is closer to 10 or 20? 18 is closer to 20. So 18 is rounded off to 20. Am I right, children? Good. Now let us do the subtraction. What is 40 minus 20? 40 minus 20 is 20. So our estimated difference is 20 and actual difference is 24. So when we compare actual difference and estimated difference, there's not much difference, right? So this is how you have to write the solution. Since it is a word problem, we need to write the statements, children. Never forget to write the statements for the word problems, children, because it carries some marks. So number of sums to be solved by Natasha is 42, which is the total number of sums to be solved. Number of sums left is 18. So what is the total number of sums that Natasha has solved? Which will be 42 minus 18, which is 24, the actual difference. So the estimated difference is 20 and actual difference is 24. Understood, children? Let us now solve one more problem. Let us do problem number 4. Rimple bought 62 liters of milk in May and 89 liters of milk in June. Estimate how much more milk she bought in June. Now here, first when we go by steps, what do? Circle the numbers. What are the numbers here? 62 and 89. Here I have not shown the steps because for the previous problem I have shown the steps. For this you need to show the steps. Okay? So 62 and 89 is the number. Then second, what is it? Underline the question. What is the question? How much more milk? So when you see how much more, that means we have to do subtraction. Box the keywords. What are the keywords here? 62 liters of milk in May, 89 liters in June. So we have 2 months, May and June. That is the keyword. Then evaluate and draw. I hope you can draw by yourself, right? Even if you don't draw, that's not a problem. You just need to know how you need to solve the problem. Finally, we need to solve the problem. So let us find the actual difference first. 89 minus 62, which is 27. Now we need to find the estimated difference. So let us round off the number 89, which is rounded off to 90, and the number 62 is rounded off to 60. So 90 and 60 are friendly numbers. So when you subtract them, what do you get? You get 30. Now what is the actual difference and estimated difference? Actual difference is 27, estimated difference is 30. Not much difference, right? Let us now write down the statements. Amount of milk bought in June is 89. Amount of milk bought in May is 62. Total liters of milk bought extra in June is 89 minus 62, which is 27. Good job, children. We have now completed the exercise. Now, I have a small assignment for you. I want you to complete question number 1, part B, D, E and F, and also question number 3, which is a word problem. Kindly do this in your notebook and post me an image. I know, children, you all will do. You're all my good children, right? Okay then, see you all in my next video. Bye.